Hi guys, my name is Maya. I'm a guide here at Camp RIO, but also I am the resident beekeeper. Today we're going to show you and tell you about the bees that we have here at camp and why they're really good pollinators. So before I go into our wonderful bees, I want to see if you guys know what pollinator means. Let's see if you have a guess. If you guess that a pollinator is a type of animal that helps fertilize other plants, that is correct. Here our bees help fertilize all types of plants here at Camp RIO, but they're also used in different parts of the world to help grow our food and make things look really nice. Here at Camp RIO, the types of bees we have here are Italian honeybees. Now those are different from the bees that you might see out in the wild. Those are called Africanized feral bees. The Africanized feral bees haven't been domesticated like our Italian bees. So what domesticated means is that our Italian bees have been bred to be super docile, to be super calm. They really don't mind me messing with them if I do. But if I were to see an Africanized feral bee, a hive out in the wild, you wouldn't want to mess with them because they have grown to be super hyper defensive, meaning if you mess with them, they're going to be very upset and very angry. So if you ever see a hive in the wild, it's more than likely going to be a feral hive, and to leave it alone. Our Italian honeybees, they are, right now the season is, we're starting to get into spring, it's getting a lot hotter, so it's their time to shine basically. They're going to go out and forage a lot more. Right now they're looking for nectar, for pollen to help grow their hive. Nectar is their food, and pollen is kind of like their vitamins, the additional supplement they need to really grow strong. Pollen is used for their larvae or their babies. During the winter, our hive would stay inside and kind of just try to keep warm and try to survive the winter in order to get to summer. So right now, that's why we see a lot of activity happening currently, because it is hot outside. They're really they're setting out, they're going all throughout camp to go find some food. A couple of fun facts we have about our honeybees is that one of the facts is it takes about 2 million flowers to make 1 teaspoon of honey. So that's a lot of flowers, and that's a lot of work that goes into making 1 teaspoon of honey. And that also, if you ever, for whatever reason, if you're going to see a hive maybe at a field trip, or you're seeing a hive in the wild, if you're wearing black, to take precaution, because black reminds bees of bears. So bears are a type of predator bees have. Other predators include skunks and raccoons. So always remember that wearing black is going to cause them to maybe have a negative reaction to you. I know today I'm wearing black. My pants are black, but that's going to be okay because and really they're focused on my upper body, and that will be covered and protected. Okay guys, now today we are going to be able to look at our hive, but before I show you our wonderful bees, there's some things you should know about the roles that they have here in the hive. So there are 3 types of bees in a hive. It's the queen bee, right? She's in charge of making babies and making sure everything's going okay. There are drones, which are basically the male bees. They are really only in charge of helping the queen make babies and nothing else. And the last role is the worker bee. Now all worker bees are female bees, and worker bees have different types of jobs. Worker is just kind of like an umbrella term. So our bees can be foragers, meaning that they can go up to 2 miles to look for nectar or pollen. There can also be nurse bees, which help grow and make sure that all the larvae and all the baby bees are doing okay. And there's also the guard bees, and they make sure that the hive is safe, and they're protecting the hive from whether it be maybe me, a predator, or robber bees, which are bees that try to infiltrate the hive to steal their nectar or honey. So I'm going to show you a frame right now. So this is a frame. So you see all those bees on this frame. These are nurse bees. I'm going to bring it a little closer so that way you can get a really cool shot. And all that cap stuff within the comb. So these little holes, it's called comb, and within the comb right there is actual larva that's being those are babies being grown right now. They are taking their time, going through their life cycle in order to make a beautiful bee. Our bees here at camp are a little more yellow than maybe what you've seen out in the wild. They've been bred to have this really beautiful yellow color in order for us to distinct them from wild bees in our area. So these are our beautiful honeybees. I'm going to put that frame back. So that last frame I showed you was kind of pretty full. The bees have been doing their job, and as they one frame fills up, they expand to others. So I just wanted to show you a pretty empty frame. But if we get super close right here, this is honey. So they're starting to make honey right now. They are not focusing on making babies as much at this time. So we see honey and they're kind of going over it. And also this shiny part, if you can see it in the comb, is the nectar. So here in the valley, we don't have a ton of nectar. We have a lot more pollen. So if on our hives, we supplemental feed them, meaning that I give them some extra food to make sure they're being strong, they are able to grow like I want them, and ultimately, hopefully, they'll make some. Okay guys, but before I leave and we say goodbye to our honeybees, I do want to let you know that here at Camp Rio, we like to do something really cool called stewardship. That means we're taking care of something. Here at camp we have land stewardship. That means that we're taking care of the land, the water, and the wildlife. We like to take care of all things here at camp. And a way of taking care of our bees, besides feeding them, making sure they're okay, is also to prevent some pests. So pests are that bees deal with are hive beetles and mites, and basically they're not really friendly to them. They can cause some issues, some medical issues. So at camp, every once in a while, I'll do a pest control, and I will put some medicine in their hives to make sure that they're healthy and that we prevent all these pests. But I do want to make sure that you guys at home know that, well, you obviously maybe can't have a hive in your backyard. There are things that you can do to take care of our honeybees, to help our pollinators. Things like creating a really simple pollinator garden with wildflowers, native flowers. You could also, I know it might seem super simple, but picking up trash helps. Picking up trash can help prevent pollution, which can help things grow, and overall, just simple things like that can really help take care of our land, take care of our wildlife, and that's what we're really trying to help guide you guys towards, okay? So I hope you have a great day. See you later.